Alright guys, welcome back to the 11th update on Tropical Cyclone Freddy, which has now crossed the coast of Madagascar. As you can see on the satellite imagery there, it's crossing the coast with potentially damaging wind gusts, actually really powerful wind gusts expected, potentially up to 125 knots. With sustained winds of 115 miles per hour, it is a Category 3 landfall on Madagascar, and we're expecting pretty heavy rainfall impacts as well. This is definitely, I've done a lot of coverage on this storm, and certainly isn't going to be the last time we're doing an update. Likely going to re-strengthen in the Mozambique Channel, this storm is, and potentially become a hurricane force system there. But currently the storm has maximum sustained winds of 115 miles per hour, that is 100 knots, gusting with winds of 145 miles per hour. It's moving west-southwest at 17 miles per hour and it is a level 9 on the wind gust scale, which is really powerful. 160 and above tops, level 10. Level 9 is 130 to 160, so it's comfortably in level 9. Take a look at the estimates here. ADT at 110 miles per hour just before the storm was about to make landfall. AIDT at 115, ATCF 115, SATCOM 125. I don't think there's really much reason to go any higher or any lower than 115, since we've got 3 satellite estimates that are going 115, the JTWC along with ATCF and ADT pretty close to there. SATCOM for some reason really overestimating it, going with, I think it was 113 knots, so it could have been really 125 or 130. It's definitely not 130 by the way. Take a look at the JTWC forecast code here. We can see that advisory there just before the landfall, winds of 100 knots, and that is what it's made landfall at. Gusts up to 125 knots from them, so that's what we're going with as well. The 125 knot wind gust. You can see it actually keeps tropical storm intensity crossing over Madagascar, comes out with winds of 40 knots, gusts up to 50 knots, and then that's strengthening the Mozambique Channel to 60 knots, but it could be a bit stronger than that. It could be a hurricane strength system in the Mozambique Channel before looking to be a final landfall in Mozambique with potentially sustained winds of 60 knots potentially gusts up to 75 knots, so that would be a pretty powerful landfall on Mozambique as well. The main threat for the Mozambique landfall, however, would be rainfall. Take a look at some CAT imagery or CA imagery. Those brighter colours there show you where the most intense thunderstorms are, where the most intense wind speeds are going to be, and you can see majority of them around where the eye wall is of the storm. The eye wall actually hasn't really fallen apart yet, but you can see a very pronounced structure. Unfortunately, there's like no weather stations where the storm made landfall, so it's struggling to get wind reports at the minute. We probably won't get any major wind reports due to most of the weather stations actually being offline currently. But yeah, looking very good still on satellite imagery. This is going to still be a threat. Gusts inland could reach 50 miles per hour consistently, and along the coast right now there could be gusts up to 130, maybe 145, somewhere around that range. So if you live on the coast, make sure you stay indoors. It's going to be a very powerful cyclone moving through, or is already moving through. Taking a look at the this is water vapor here. You can see this water vapor imagery, those brighter colours, showing you the brightest of the rainfall, or the most rainfall. So those greens show you a lot of rainfall. Those greens really where the centre of the storm is and that landfall site. Those greens very pronounced, very powerful green colouring, meaning very powerful rainfall potentially falling on the landfall site. Rainfall is probably going to be the primary threat, but yet again wind gusts could be very high in the storm system, so we need to watch out for those powerful wind gusts potentially on the coast of 145 miles per hour. Anyway, thank you for watching this update on Tropical Cyclone Freddy. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next update. Peace out.